Okay, how about my voice? Do you hear my voice? Curious about that. I'm not sure if I have that input set up on this channel. On Yeah, on this particular channel. Okay, cool. All right, just checking to make sure I'm not like farting and burping when I'm on the starting screen. Then. Yeah, we're hanging out. I'm gonna get the stream up here in a few seconds. Get it moving. Just wanted to schedule it, get it going at 10:30. Got contacted a little while ago and was saying, "Hey man, give it a whirl." So here we are, back at it, giving it a whirl. Play some Undead Blocks today. They had an AMA the other day. I haven't listened to it. You're gonna get live, honest reaction. So be prepared. Undead Blocks, you may or may not like it. Fans, you may or may not like it. I don't know. Who cares? You can watch it now or you watch it later. This will be on Twitch, YouTube, and X. Okay, so you can watch it all those places. I've got the white paper up in front of me. I've got the Wagyu Games information in front of me. I've got the Undead Blocks bio in front of me. So you're learning as I learn. I haven't been able to do too much research since I got back into Undead Blocks. It's been some time trying to buy some assassin packs. I got a couple, one for me and one for Rex Ames, T13 Football. If you're not following, make sure you follow T13 Football on X. Please do. Give him a follow, like his videos. Over D1 colleges looking at him for his football skills. So when he follow you, tweet all that stuff you can do on his clips and such. Do that for me, alright? See the ticker up top? That's most of the information I have on Undead Blocks. I put it all through that ticker, so that'll be running throughout the stream. Make sure you're joining us on Discord. You can find the links to Discord in the post I made about this stream this morning. Again, Friday's AMA on the Discord channel was live. Ask Me Anything event. They were all up there introducing new team members and things of that nature. So we will be listening to that together once I get things going here. All right, what do we got? Hold on. Whoop. Sorry about that. Alright, little look at the title screen. Pretty dope, not gonna lie. I find that fun. Logging in. Undead Blocks is in beta, okay? You know what that means, folks? Gonna be glitches, gonna be bugs, gonna be all kinds of funky things happening. It's not gonna run as smooth as they want it to. It's not gonna have the frame rates you want it to. It's not gonna be as polished as you want it to be. It's a beta. They're in testing. They're working on it. If you're coming out here expecting Call of Duty Zombies, not gonna happen. Okay? Get it? Got it? Good. Just remember one thing. At no point will Call of Duty Zombies be dropping actual cash or Z-Bucks or any other thing for you either, so keep that in mind. Alright, what do we got? Main menu. Want to play, they have solo mode where pretty much everything's wide open. I believe this mode you can use all the weapons if you're in VIP solo. I think it's only the weapons that you have in the NFT packs are available to you. So we'll probably just playing regular solo. If we find anybody that wants to jump in. Oh, you like that ticker? Nice, thanks 8-Bit. Appreciate it. Put a little work into it. There's some more things I want to do. I'm going to add the spin wheel so we can do like match modifiers, things like that. So you got your solo mode, which is just basically wave after wave after wave, limitless waves of zombies until you're so overwhelmed you can't win anymore. Alright, that's going to happen. It will eventually get to the point where you can't beat it. Pistol speed run, pretty obvious. You go out there with one gun, and every 30 seconds or so it switches to a different type of weapon, pistol weapon. MP5, AKM, maskers, same thing. You get like a 10-minute countdown in these guys, so I think it starts at 10 minutes and counts down from there. We'll play each mode a little bit here and there. Same thing with the AK, VIP solo and duos. It's obvious. So, all right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I'm gonna go into my options here, actually, and I'm gonna turn down the music. Volume's going down because sound effect volume is all right, cool. All right, that's weird. All right, you're gonna see a little screen glitch here because Undead Blocks makes you all right. Sorry about that, a little wonky. Undead Blocks like minimizes the screen on you when you exit out for some reason. I guess it's like a cheat thing. So we're gonna actually just start kicking everything off with the AMA.
This whole time.
All right, so let's get that going.
Well said, my friend. Just so everyone knows, we're recording this. It's starting now. Just added our good friend Craig Bot. First time we've used it, so hopefully it works. Let's see, we need to get 8-Bit up here. 8-Bit, nice. Need to request so we can pop you up on the stage.
Just happened.
There we go.
Oh, that's the sound effect from the Discord.
Hey everyone, happy to be part of the team. I'm really excited for what these guys are doing. A lot of work behind the scenes, I can tell you that. We'll announce what we can as time goes along, but there's a lot of things in the works, and I'm really excited that you guys have a core team as excited about the project as a lot of you super fans out there. So I'm really looking forward to what's coming down the pipe for this team and this project, and I think we're going to go on to big places in this next couple of years. You know, Web3 is really going to be a center place for gaming, and I think the Web3 infrastructure and economy is perfectly set up for gaming, but only some of the top projects will succeed, and I believe you guys have a top project right here. That's why I can't wait to do more with what's going on.
This is wild.
Well, we appreciate it, and I appreciate everyone joining. You know what? The first thing we wanted to do is introduce the new team members. I know you've seen them scattered through the Discord here and there. You've seen if you've looked at our new website, WagyuGames.com. You've seen the breakdown on a couple of them, but we have Delroy Brown, who is the CTO for Wagyu Games. We got Flu, also James Griffin. He is our director of DGen. He's going to handle everything that's got to do with Web3. He's a master, been in this space forever. We have 8-Bit, which he is going to be helping us as a community manager and security and IT. He's going to have a list of things. Also BD, he's got his hands in everything. But, I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself. Delroy, we'll start with you. Just give him a little background of who you are and what you do.
Sure. So nice to meet you guys. Glad to be on the team, obviously. And
Nice to meet you
man,
too.
this is super exciting. I've been waiting for us to actually have this opportunity. But my background is primarily in tech. I've been a software engineer now for probably a little bit over 20 years. Uh, Worked in every single industry actually except for healthcare. As it relates to crypto, I've been a lurker
A
since
lot of industries, bro.
2016. Really didn't jump in until like
Ah,
2018, to be honest.
the
And
wrong
that's
link.
really me. That's just a brief introduction on me.
Nice to meet you. What do you do again?
All right, I'll go next, and I'll turn on my camera just for personality's sake, because I'm walking my dog, my tiny dog. My name is
What?
James, or Flu, as
Wait.
most people call me. The only people who call me James are feds, typically.
What?
This
Hold
is
on.
Mochi.
Did he just say he's walking his dog? Time out. You have an AMA in the Discord that's been scheduled for days, and 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 you're gonna walk your dog? You're not even gonna give us your undivided attention. All right, never mind.
We love Mochi. She's adorable.
Okay, I'm sure she's great.
In my full-time position, I guess my only paid contract right now, I work for a company called Alpha Growth. Our clients include Compound Finance, Uniswap, EtherFi, Rocket Pool, a bunch of brands you've never heard of that are not important, but that all together have like several $billion of TVL and sometimes even like treasury.
Dog walking leashes.
And so that's what I do. I do BD and marketing and everything,
Bad look.
consulting,
Failed.
but with a specialty around like the degen side of crypto. I started mining Bitcoin in 2009. I was extraordinarily early, and then I started mining Litecoin in 2011, with a little lead up to that, seeing like Bitcoin talk going off with Charlie talking and everything. But since then, I went full time in Web3 in 2019. I helped to build DeFi Kingdoms, helped to build Harmony, which is the chain that DeFi Kingdoms was on. I got DeFi Kingdoms the subnet deal with Avalanche. I'm working with a couple other games now, and I also have a couple of tokens. I have a token on Ape Chain right now that's like the number one token by volume. And I hope to bring similar levels of success to Undead and Undead Blocks. And I've been friends with the team and have been going to these events for what now, like a year and a half, Ken? Like
2 years at least.
Yeah, 2 years. Pretty much since Shell's launch, really. I've been involved playing the game, going to events, and I've went to several different events with y'all where I just showed up and just handled shit. So super stoked. I have a lot of faith in Kyle and Ken and Delroy and even 8-Bit. And I just, again, I want to thank everyone for your support, and man, consider doubling the fuck down on your Undead back, because we're going places. This is financial advice, and if you have a problem with it, I mean, like, I can post my address. You can show up if the financial advice doesn't work out, right? Anyway, love y'all. I'm gonna get off the camera.
Awesome. Thank you, Flu. 8-Bit, also known as Tom. If you want to
Y'all
just give a
know
little
Matt's
brief who
Need
you are,
proof?
what you've done, and what you're going to do for us.
Yeah, for sure, Ken. I appreciate it once again from the team and Blue. That was great. Yeah, I got into crypto probably 11 years ago. Like Blue, I was mining Litecoin, and Charlie Lee really got me a taste for the whole crypto space. I was way early, but working with several different projects here. I've been on part of the Undead Discord probably 2 years, playing with Ken and some of his team in fantasy football, and you know, I've worked with other projects, and I have this wealth of experience from going to Consensus and working with grants and VCs trying to get projects funding. Is kind of my specialty right now. My background is in network administration and computer security. Pretty much computer security and networking is my bread and butter. But I also have another degree in individualized studies, which I was able to create a major in blockchain with classes from computer science and MIS. I do have 2 degrees, and I'm looking forward to working with the team and what we have in store. I think we're all a bit excited for the potential of this project, and I think it's nothing but up from here with this team and what we got going. So thank you, Ken. Appreciate it.
New rounds, new targets.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for all introducing yourselves. I mean, most of you know who Kyle and I are. We've been here since pretty much the beginning. And just as a summary for anybody that is new, we were originally with Undead Blocks, a different team. Kyle was the BD, handling all sorts of things, bringing in all sorts of business to Undead Blocks. I was working as the community manager and mod and helping with tournaments and doing lots of things with testing and that type of thing. And then, as you know, the devs, Vietnam decided to walk away. And Kyle and I said, no, we're not going to let that happen. This is not going to be a rug. We're going to take over. After doing quite a bit of negotiations, we were able to get the whole entire IP and game and everything over to us. And we incorporated a real LLC, Wagyu Games, back in October of 23.
Can anyone cover me for a sec?
Actually got the access to the game, and all IP finally closed off around April. So it's been 6 months. We've been self-funding the program since then, and we've been working on other funding, such as a Series A raise, which has been going on for a long, long time. We're finally seeing some movement on possibly getting this closed up really soon, which we'll be very happy about. So once that happens, you'll see everything shoot off like a rocket, which
Cover me.
hopefully will be in the next week or two. But in the meantime, we did make some money. As a studio, besides Undead Blocks, we have been working on other projects. So we are a design studio. It's not just Undead Blocks. We do have plans to build other games, and we do have a client, and we did get some funding from that. We turned around and we put right back into Undead Blocks. We actually hired an independent dev team that's run by Delroy. And we have game updates they're going forward with, and I'll let Delroy talk about that in a minute. But as far as funding goes, we're really excited about the things that we've got going on.
Replenishing bullets.
Besides this Series A, we're not just relying on that. You know how that funding when you're dealing with equity homeless is not good. This is all Web 2. And sometimes it takes a long time to get those ones, which seems to be the case for us, unfortunately. But that's not stopping us. We've applied to other grants, blockchains. We just secured a deal with Google Cloud for $200,000 in credits. So we are going to be migrating from AWS, the game, over to Google Cloud. So that's going to be paid for, and there's lots of great opportunities through that, which thanks to Tom, who helped us secure that. He'll be working on those 8 grants, and it's up to $8 million from and then you become an insider, and you get these inside deals. So we're excited about that. Some of these grants that we're hoping to pull in from that as well. So that's kind of where we are on funding. I mean, Kyle and I, we've been doing this personally, and it's that's why things have been slow. But we're not giving up. We want you to know that. So going forward, we figured this was a good time to give an AMA, give an update. We don't have a whole lot of game updates yet to tell you, but we have the list of things we're working on, and we'll move right into that. I'll let Delroy tell you exactly what we got going on with the updates to the game. Go ahead, Delroy.
What we got?
You're on mute, my friend.
Yeah, but he looks great.
But yeah, I wanted to turn up my camera so you guys can see me.
Can anyone cover me for a sec?
What we're doing, kind of giving background. As Ken mentioned, when we took over this game, there was a lot of challenges. First of which, we never had any documentation from the developer perspective. So jumping on board and just getting everything together in a state where we can do a game update and actually understand what's going on in the code base, so we can actually make some of these bug fixes and improvements. We really had to start over from scratch. As a matter of fact, Ken mentioned, us moving on, migrating from where we currently have the game station at Amazon to Google, this is going to be a great exercise for us because we're going to be able to set up not only the game server over there, but also a test server so we can actually develop properly and actually start doing some real testing, just like anything to
Replenishing bullets.
That being said, I'm going to go over some of the things that we're working on in our backlog. We have about 19 things that we're working on right now. That's significant. They're all varying in terms of priority from 1 all the way through 4. And some of these you might recognize because they might affect you while you're in the game currently. And some of these things that you're going to be excited about because we're working on.
Can anyone
So
cover
one of the
me
things
for
we're
a
going to be
sec?
working on first and foremost is actually game launcher and the install path for the game itself. That needs to be modified because we're actually going to be doing updates and we want to be able to make that actually be very easy, seamless, right? We actually push bug fixes, things like that. There's a bug also we're working on.
Nice job, guys.
So you'll see that once we actually get the update out. And that is the invincible zombie bug.
Oh, I've had those in another game.
Moving glitch we're working on as well. General optimization around the game we're working on that. Also, the game crashes obviously when you open up when you're viewing the tournament leaderboard. We're actually addressing that, or we will be addressing that. We haven't started working on that yet, but that
Let's get this over with quickly.
to get done this release. The game crashes when this one opened up. VIP mode, the gold Z-Box. That's something that me and Ken tried to resolve earlier on. I know some of you community members was testing that, and I appreciate you for doing that. But there's some issues with one of the servers that's actually the API call is actually going to that's preventing those VIP gold Z-Boxes from actually dropping within the game. That's something we're going to be addressing, hopefully with the migration as well, and the bug fixes going forward. I'm going to skip that. Another section. I want to talk about some other things before I go into
I'm sorry,
I find just super exciting.
can't
But
hear him very
some of the
well, and I
zombie
don't wanna
packing
mix it
issues
out.
we're trying to address. You're able to group the zombie ups very easily, shoot them down, and kind of take care of that. That's not very challenging. We're trying to improve that some so that the game becomes a bit more intelligent around that collision, around objects, and cleaning that stuff up.
Replenishing bullets.
Some escapes in the house, so you can actually escape that type of thing. Weapons adjustments, we're going to be making a significant amount of weapon adjustments. Ammo box relocations, just to put them in some places that make sense. Right now, some of the ammo boxes are just not located in the proper areas. And of course, the biggest update that's going to be coming later on is the map sectioning. We're actually going to be expanding the map. The current map is
Reloading.
It's going to be significantly bigger, at least 50% bigger than what it currently is. New stuff, which you guys know, I'm not going to give out a lot of details that's in there, but just know that's coming. Along with the fixes, take any questions you want.
Can anyone cover me
As of
for a
right
sec?
now, that is what we're working on. Tons more things that we want to actually work on, fix and update. But those are the future calls and future projects. Daniel, come back with us.
Great. Well, I appreciate that. And we've had the dev team working for a few weeks now. We're thinking the timeline being around 6 to 8, 10 weeks on releasing it all. We're going through all of this before we release it. We will start showing updates. They're going to be giving us video clips of some of the changes, and we'll start getting some sneak peeks on that stuff, just so you see that it actually works with them. I know we've been talking, and hey, we're at the point where we can actually show things have been changed. We went through a long period of getting this organization all set up the way it should be. Like Delroy mentioned, it was just a mess. So that's about it for the game updates. I want to talk a little about the Undead token. We've got a lot of things in the works for Undead. Obviously, if you look at the price, it's going down, and that's because we do have a whale that's in there, 7 hours. As soon as we did get on the exchange, Sundex, so you can buy the Undead. And as soon as we did that, all of a sudden this whale comes out of nowhere and starts selling. Every day, a little bit every day, just to get it. So think maybe it's from the previous team or some various guys that had the token. We just want to make this look bad. We don't care about it. You know, we want them out. The price is going to go down for a while. You know, that's so don't sit there and look at that and say, hey, it's rugged. We're not selling it. It's not us. We are going to be doing moving a lot of the token around, wallets. We've all secured and set up. Teams getting percentages. We're moving everything around. So you'll see that type of thing happening, and we'll have new tokenomics that we're going to come out with. It shows all the percentages of what's going where. And we do have new exchanges. We're going to be concentrating on some decks. We want to really get out and get on some dexes. Really stick to the decentralized side. But then we're giving this token a lot of utility.
New rounds,
you will
new
see
targets.
the price eventually
How do I get
shoot
XP
up. Believe me,
faster?
what Flu said,
round?
we're not lying. We got a lot of things going on for the Undead token and a lot of plans. You know, with the swaps. You know, we're working on that. It's getting automated. We have a coder that's working on that on our back end, so it'll be a lot more smoother than the last one. We'll have to manually go through each one of these once the swaps are back up and going. We are going to look at making, you know, any gold buck swaps into Undead token. You know, we want to go out there and get your guys' feedback on that. You know, like I say, you guys holding stuff and holding tokens, you should have a vote in that type of thing. But we think that you know, to give it a little bit more utility, we're going to probably add the tokens to our swaps.
Replenishing bullets.
We might make that mandatory where tournaments is all swapped undead. That'll only help the price. In addition to that, we've got a new staking protocol that we're working on. We can't get a lot of details on that, but you'll be able to stake undead and get real live utility out of that, real assets. We're talking, you know, not just more undead.
Anyone
Stake
cover me
this,
for a sec?
get rewarded for it, and other main that's exciting. We're going to bring back the stake to mint program. It won't be as high of AP, you know, as before. You're not going to be able to get 90% return. You know, the SEC doesn't like that kind of return. But we're going to have a decent one. And you'll be able to stake undead that you win in tournaments or earn in the game or swap out and be able to, you know, be able to mint on packs as well as some new packs that we have.
You know, less so about the APR being like a thing is the thing with the original version of the staking system was just we put the way tokens work is you put a bunch of tokens into a so you design it for this many over this many blocks sort of equation, and then that generates a theoretical APR. And if the APR is smart, you know, it is actually going off of USD value because it's backed by an Oracle, blah blah blah. That is not real yield, right? That is synthetic yield. That is something that is just a way of locking up tokens. It's just a token set. I don't consider that to be real yield. I think that real yield is more accurately portrayed as something in the vein of off the grid and the way that the subnet L1 works over there. Obviously, DeFi Kingdoms was the first subnet /L1, and so now for off the grid to finally, hey, stop that.
Must be choking you when the dogs
Sorry, my bigger dog was standing on my. But the way that we are approaching it now is instead of using synthetic yield like that, we are going with an interesting trading platform, algorithm-driven trading platform that
Reloading.
has a few different value accrual methods for the Undead token, but more importantly has like actual trades going on, where it's really like a community-owned trading desk, and so that's really what we're going for. More details on that. I think there's already actually Ken. I think that Pivot is like, I think it's live on Twitter. I think he talks a lot on Twitter. People could probably follow him.
He does, you know, but we're still, you know, in the design process of and coding and everything else for auto. He's doing this manually. Yeah, he does talk about it. Pivot protocol on Twitter. If you want to see
I'll post that. I'll post that in the general chat real quick so that people can just go take a look at that.
It is exciting though. I mean, to be able to stake undead and get from these pivot trades that he does through the protocol, and be able to be rewarded with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and get your original undead.
Replenishing bullets.
It's a great program.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then yeah, just lots of other stuff. We've been talking about some other groups. I want to know. I want people to get in there and like tell us like what's the worst bug that you've ever experienced in the game. If you go out and play it again today, like what bugs do you experience today? Like I want everyone to tag Delroy Brown so many fucking times that this dude logs completely out of Discord because he is just inundated with feedback. That's really what I want to see. And so, like, if anyone has the time or energy or whatever, and you just want to play the game and help us make the game better, that's what we're focused on at this point. The token side of things, it's going to come with time. Everything else, it's going to come with time. But let's get this game in like a working condition to where you can actually like recommend it to your friends and family. Be like, hey, these guys are doing cool things. It has blockchain in it somewhere, but like we can't even fucking tell. It's just a good game. And so that's the focus. We want to make a game that people want to play first and foremost, and then after that we call the financialization and earn and all of that sort of stuff. You know who's been suspiciously quiet though, Ken? I don't think Kyle has said a word. I've never been on the same with Kyle has said a word.
Well, in his defense, he is driving back from Bowling Green, Kentucky, back to his house. So he's like pulled over the side of the road. I know it's no excuse. He'll probably jump on and say that. Yeah, I probably will.
I'm leaving in like 5 minutes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Cover me.
I'm about 5 minutes from the house. I apologize. I had something that come up. I have been here the entire time. I believe I think I felt on West Coast or something. Yeah. We are about to go into the actual AMA. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're getting.
You're going robot.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit of robot, but
give me 5 minutes. I will be home.
All right. Yeah, Ken, back over to you, brother. I'm gonna turn off my mic and everything. I'm gonna leave in about 5 minutes. I appreciate everyone for being here. That was great.
Thanks for doing everything. I appreciate it. Yeah, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna let Tom talk about we're looking at doing a Discord ambassador program. Tom is gonna head up the community.
Replenishing bullets.
We're seeing a lot of changes. We're gonna be doing a lot more security audits to the Discord. We're gonna be moving channels. We're gonna clean it up, make it smooth, and look a lot better. But Tom's we're gonna be cranking up this Discord with all sorts of different activities, all sorts of things. So I'm gonna let Tom talk a little bit about the ambassador.
Can anyone cover me for a sec?
Yeah, thanks, Ken. And before I get started, I just want to go back to what Ken originally said, and that's when the Vietnam team wanted to leave and left, and Ken and Kyle were like, no, that's not happening. We're going to take this thing over. And that's one of the most powerful aspects of Web3 and decentralized projects, and I'm just really excited. There's no better narrative in crypto than a community coming in and taking over a project and taking it from themselves, because in all honesty, projects are run by the community. Whatever the floor price for an NFT or the token price is determined by the community. So it's definitely a community-owned project. That's why I want to do the ambassador program. We have some incentives we'd like to offer people who want to help us, engage daily on Discord, engage on Twitter with us, stream the game. Also, we want to see what kind of skill sets you have. So we'll have a forum that asks, what's your background? Because if you want to be a tester, we have a spot for you. If you want to, help the team in other aspects, there's so many different ways with marketing, community manager, mod, any way you can see to help the project. We'd love to hear from you. So I'm going to open up these applications and kind of connect with everybody that applies. And there's a spot for everyone that's interested. We're going to incentivize it. I know Kyle and Ken are working on what the incentives are at this time. but there's going to be some stuff for helping us out. Not only that, once we get off the ground and start rolling big, there's going to be a spot for you on our auxiliary team, or a spot for you as one of our head ambassadors or head moderators. Anybody who's helping us now when things are looking tough, we're going to remember that, and we're going to take you along for the ride. So I'm really excited about this ambassador program and seeing what kind of skill sets we have within the community, and then working towards getting this thing off the ground. And then, of course, your NFTs and your Undead Block tokens, it's all going to benefit you in every single way. But what we really need right now is daily engagement, because we have a lot of grants coming down the pipeline here from some major players in the space, and they're going to be hopping in our Discord and checking out our Twitter, and we really want that community organic engagement. We don't want bots talking back and forth. We want people to step up and really be active daily in our socials. And they're going to see that, and they're going to like it, and they're going to give us grant money because they believe we can scale the project on their chain or in their ecosystem. So some of the grants, private grants we have access to, are on the Solana ecosystem, Polygon, Base. There's about 7 or 8 different blockchains we have private grant access to through our Google Cloud partnership. Also, we have access to private VC meetings through our Google Cloud partnership, both virtual and in person. They do metaverse meetups in private rooms with VCs and projects, and every project presents their vision, what they're working on. Consensus will be in private meetings and rooms with VCs looking at all the Web3 projects. So, this is coming down the pipeline through our Google partnership. So we just really need engagement from you guys. And I know the team really appreciates it when they see people pop in the general chat, just to say hi or GM or something like that. So I'll shoot that back to Ken, and looking forward to seeing you guys soon.
Yeah, appreciate that, Tom. As far as what we got coming up, we've seen a few partnerships.
I've been preparing for this my whole life.
Swap Space, which now you can swap Undead for other cryptos. We put that on our website. We've got some partnerships with Superverse coming down, and a few other things that we'll be releasing here in the next few weeks. We are looking at maybe going to Art Basel down in Miami in December. Hopefully, we're working on a sponsored tournament, so we might have a tournament coming up here within the next month. Granted, it probably won't be with the new updates, but the old looking at maybe bringing back that weapon roulette mode, which was so much fun as it switches the weapon every 30 seconds. So we are looking at possibly getting that done. It does depend on a few things we have going on. Hopefully we'll make that happen. We're going to be having the website integration. We've got, we did come up with the wagongames.com. It is just a template. It's kind of temporary because we needed a website for investors to see who we are, what we do. We are going to be creating a new one and migrating to Wagon.io, which has everyone's account and wallets on it, all into one site, homemade, designed with a DevOps that specializes in
replenishing bullets.
That's coming down here in the near future. We also are working with a couple of challenge and quest companies that we're going to be doing. You may have seen Jerkly. There's a couple others that we're going to be doing. So we're going to start doing some challenges. Obviously it'll help get our socials going. It'll help play the game and number of zombies killed, rounds made, and those type of things to get some rewards for you guys. That's all getting worked on as well here as far as the near future. And we are updating the white paper. Tokenomics takes some time to really figure out how we want that all to look. We pretty much got that set. We're just going to be updating that. Of course, the roadmap updating, everything out with this the funding that we've been working on. So that's kind of where we are on future plans. I know you guys really want the gold C-Buck drops. Trust me, our dev team is on this. One of the top things I say I want done, because nothing like bringing everybody in to start playing again when we get the gold C-Bucks, right? So that is number one, and we are working on that. with our dev team, as Delroy mentioned. We did make that a priority. So hopefully we'll get that out soon. I believe, let's see if Kyle has made it back to the house. Maybe we can get him up here and have some parting words, and then we'll take some questions. I hear you, brother.
Let me tell you, when you're in a rush, nobody in front of you wants to go fast. I will run 100 yards.
Replenishing bullets.
I apologize for being late. I sincerely apologize to you, my community, first and foremost. I also apologize to my executives. I had something that come up that I could not actually push away, and I did not want to delay this end. That being said, I do apologize for being late. I think that I was here the entire time, but I got kicked out 3 times. Everything that you've heard has all been to the T. I appreciate every single one of you that really had to jump off. Delroy, Tom, Ken. Couldn't do this without you, gentlemen. Couldn't do this without the community that's still here. We're going to build it back to where it was. I think that they actually went over about every damn thing that I was going to say. The biggest thing is yes, we're really trying to get the activity
Replenishing bullets.
the socials to interact. We push out tweets.
Doing all the work here.
Pretty big eyeballs that are looking at us. We've gotten to those tables. We've done about everything that we possibly can do. Putting on the suits, looking all nice, going and actually showing them what we're building, continuing to build, and continuing to push out. So that is not only going to benefit here us at Wagyu Games, but it is tremendously going to benefit you, your assets, the game, the token.
New rounds,
the future
new targets.
games, the future tokens, the future other things that we're in development to build that we haven't really discussed here because they're at minuscule levels and we're not trying to get that over excitedness and we're trying to get these first few updates. The gold Z-Bucks is one of the first and foremost things as Delroy talked about. I think
Not enough
already
XP?
won.
I've done the
They
most
are
killing out of
looking through
anyone.
to try to make sure that it's get the capacity to where possibly we can get that turned on for the end of the year. That would be amazing. To get those pools pushed back in the field or
Reloading.
withdrawing. I think we're going to open the withdrawals to where you can withdraw first.
I felt worse
We
pain.
have a lot of development that has been made in the past 3 weeks, as Delroy also talked about. This new development team that Delroy has worked with
Cover
in
me.
the past for many years, but has brought on to work with us. We get amazing feedback. We get amazing actual content from them. They contact us every single day. I actually have 3 meetings a week. The last meeting was almost 2 hours. They're actually showing us in real time as they're fixing these actual bugs, these problems, these updates.
Can anyone cover me for a sec?
App that they were discussing this morning that was pretty cool that I didn't even know there was a problem with the fencing. So getting a lot of efficient things done there is great. So very, very, very glad at the standpoint that we're at right now. I mean, the only place that we can go is up, gentlemen. I think that the dark days is behind us. Everybody's screaming with their hair on fire that the bull market's here. The bull market hasn't even begun. And I think that we're transitioning ourselves to be right in the perfect spot to be where we always needed to be. We were in that spotlight in 2022. We pressed and worked our asses off. Did a lot of awards, did a lot of things pushed through, a lot of people didn't do. We've done it first, I guess you would say. So it's another thing that we're continuing to try to do.
Replenishing bullets.
Really, I don't have any other updates because my executive team has done an amazing job for the first 30 minutes. I want to open this up for an AMA, for the actual real reason to the community, to yourself. So I'm going to shut up, and some people hopefully is going to raise their hands and come up here and ask some questions. You can literally ask anything you want. We just really ask you to be respectful. Don't ask more than 1 or 2 questions. Don't sit up here and take the entire time.
Reloading.
People don't want to ask questions. So ask the question or 2. Just answer. Ken or Tom, I'll let you moderate that however you see fit. Whoever throws a question up first, anybody got a question at all, you just have to come up here and we will answer to the best of our ability.
Yeah, I don't see anybody raising their hand. We must have gone over every question. This is awesome.
What we got here? 34, we hit 40, I think, at the top. Dave, you got any questions?
Yeah, Dave, you're always outspoken. You want to come up here?
Teleport, come down.
Freddie, you got any questions?
Can anyone cover me for a sec?
Pop your hand up. It's Swarm.
There we go. Now we got Sweet. Let's bring Swarm up here.
No one wants to be president.
All right, you can invite it to come on up.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey, doing good, man. How about yourself?
Amazing. Awesome to see that you guys are doing the AMA and that things are coming back together. I'm really happy, and I'm just I'm just curious as to how you guys are going to approach is the game going to still be free to play? I've been playing off the grid a lot, and there's a free to play option, and I really like how they have a battle pass. I mean, this is all stuff that I'm sure you guys are all thinking, but what's your guys' thoughts on free to play and how the NFTs will play into the game if that changed at all?
Here at Wagyu, we always want to make it fun, frictionless, and free to get the user.
Yep.
You will continue to be free play for even a very large tournament in 2025 that's going to be free to everybody on Earth. Possibly setting that up in the future.
Nice job, guys.
About that in the future, but yes, the game will always be free to play. I don't know if we'll ever build a game that's going to charge you to come in and just have fun and actually interact with the game. Now, to level up, to
Mama would faint if she saw me use this.
That we're going to have, kind of like what you just said with Off the Grid. We've got a couple different game modes as right now, and there will always be an earning mechanism. There will always be a free one.
Yeah, we want to keep it free with just an email to join. That's how you're going to get Web2 people. That's how you want a fun game where they'll want to come in. Don't need to know anything about the Web3 aspects unless they want to know. We're going to have tournaments, obviously, that are open to everybody. And once they start learning some stuff in there, they're going to want to know how they can cash it out. They'll learn that way. You know, another way is keeping the VIP.
Reloading.
The people that own that. We are going to look at doing our own rental process on their platform itself, because all the ones that we worked with have all disappeared. Maybe more will come back. And we've got plans for that. So many people, a lot of packs, and we want them to be able to rent this. That's good. That's going to be a priority as
we NFTs, we are actually in discussions to drop a new collection. A collection that you might actually remember if you're an OG here, the Demolitionist, the Marksman, and the Hunter.
Yeah.
Fact, we never actually dropped. We actually have all the mechanics, all the actual artwork, everything. More weapons. You heard Gilroy talk about that there's a lot of weapons upgrades, optimization, a lot of different mechanics that's going to change.
Replenishing bullets.
We are also, of course, like we talked about, wanting to get back the utility for the actual Genesis and Apocalypse, to where they have the earning capability. We're also wanting to push out smaller value collections so people around the world can get in. We know that people can't always afford some of these larger collections, such as the VIP collections and things. So we want to make it to where there's a way that it's affordable for everybody, and they can all get involved if they want to. While the gameplay, if all you want to do is play the game, play it with your friends, that you can do that.
Reloading.
You don't have to get involved at all. Also, at the same time, yes, people are also going to be working on where you're going to be able to sign into your account with Google, and also X, where it will be linked to your socials if you want that. It's something to where we're going to be able to bring in more people. It's going to be much more frictionless for people that I guess you would say, or newer and hip and kind of signing with everything with their actual Google instead of just their Google.
Can anyone cover me for a sec?
It's much easier for them. A lot of times it does it right off the actual thumbprint. So that's something that we're going to be looking at as well. But we're always trying to keep it free. We're always going to try to push the narrative with NFTs. We think, like Ken said in the future, that we are probably going to have to
Replenishing bullets.
marketplaces as well, Magic Eve and a few others. Some quests, things like that that's going to be coming in the future. Thank you very much,
Thank you. I really appreciate the answers. I hope to see you guys at a tournament one day. And yeah, good work, and keep it up, and we'll see how things come. And I'm excited. So thank you.
Where are you from here, real quick?
Near Toronto, Canada.
To where we believe it's going to be driving distance for this. You might not be first, you might not be last, but we're going to get to you. We're trying to have them on the West Coast, the East Coast,
I felt this pain.
Indonesia, in Toronto, in Vancouver, possibly one in Buffalo, Hawaii. We are going to push out the IRL events, trying to
Cover
go
me.
with Art Basel next month. Possibly you might see me in for a day. Specifically at Art Basel, but it will be open to everybody online as well, I believe. Everybody that wants to come in, trying to get all that.
Anybody keep count?
Tournaments are going to continue.
Whoever. They're all dead.
There's ETH Toronto that's coming, so hell, you might see us there. I know that we're going to be back at ETH Denver again. Those that's close to Colorado are going to be flying into ETH Denver. I know that I have reached out and they're wanting to do something with us again. We were there last year, had a tournament that was also in person and online. And going to be doing some other cool things.
Y'all no match for me. Need proof?
I think that we're going to make we're going to make everybody's mouth kind of drop again. It's what I am really intending to do, to bring back the attention of the space, and not only this space, but also
I saw him before. What was that?
Nobody actually. I spoke on the White Point Summer stage with White Point and a few other people there about what we're doing with bringing in new users, not just trying to grab people here in the space of Web3 or blockchain. So that's
Reloading.
there'll be a lot of these. Flu jumped off here, but y'all got to see his pretty face. He most definitely loves to come to all the events, and he's usually Dale Roy is going to be coming to the ones that he can. He's a family man like us as well.
Replenishing bullets. Down.
They dropped their hand, I think. Thank you very much, Storm. You have a wonderful day. We will be having these AMAs right now about every 2 weeks is what we're wanting to do.
Hey, I can hear
Yep, we have updates that'll be coming out, and we'll be able to give you sneak peeks and actually see some stuff that's actually being worked on. It's not just all talk like it's been for 6 months, and we'll show you some stuff. Things are moving.
For that talk, that's the biggest thing. I know that there's been a disparity there for a long time. While that talk was happening, we were having to work our asses off. Unfortunately, it was during the bear market. We had a lot of people that seen what we were doing, but we didn't have the pop that a lot of these new games had. We didn't have the new community. We were going through a lot of things that needed updates, so it has taken a tremendous amount of time.
31 viewers, get out of here.
I didn't think it would take this long, but I knew that it would be a hard road. I was ready to fight that road. We're still continuing to fight. We're never going to give up. I think that we will be back on top because of that. I think that it made this team actually stronger, the community stronger, especially when we start showing some things that's really happening with some of the biggest partners here. We just signed a pretty big NDA and LOI with Superverse. If you guys know who Elio Trades is, We signed another one with another big platform that's going to be coming out here pretty soon. It's got some pretty big people tied to it as well. I believe the name of it's Neo Tokyo. There's some other big things that's going to be happening. They have seen a little bit of the inside behind the curtain, I guess you would say, and see what Delroy and the team is actually working on and getting things done. So really, really excited. We've got a lot of stuff that's coming.
I like the frame rates.
On to the next question. Anybody got any questions? I'm literally here to answer any damn thing you want.
He wants to answer questions.
Yeah, and if not, then we can close it up. We do want to keep this to an hour, so we got about 12 more minutes if anybody has anything.
Yep. Yeah, because we got to jump on a meeting here with actually the tech team. Oh, the anti-cheat. Ooh, we never talked about this. The anti-cheat is getting automated. So if you are a cheater or you know a cheater, you might want to tell them to watch their ass. Because we've got some developers, a very small team, but that's all it really needs, that is for one going to be automating it. So you're not going to be going through the manual withdrawals, and you're going to have to be pinging us 1,700 times, and you're going to have to be pinging Ken to approve, or pinging me, or making Discord tickets. Just the whole damn disaster of that was a nightmare. We are trying to get rid of all of that to where it is fully automated. If you are picked out that you did cheat or you have something wrong with the account, that it will notify you automatically to your email that's attached to the account. As we go forward, it'll be the Gmail or the Google account or the Twitter, or whatever you signed in with. Even if it's just your wallet, then if it's just your wallet, then it's going to reach out to you in Discord or some other way, because we pick up some information that you have to pick in. That's another thing that we're looking at, but I think everybody has to use their email, from my understanding, even once you come in, because you got to sign up for the account. That's going to continue to be that way. So the automation is really going to make that a lot more frictionless. It's also going to do away with things of going back and forth and things like that, because it's going to set you down and give you an analysis of everything that is found. So that is something that is really cool. Actually, there's nobody else in the space that's actually been able to figure this out. I can't tell you who, but there's a few of those big games, one of them spoke about earlier, that has actually hit us up. They ring our phones and ask us about that, wanting to get some information about how well it worked and about how many people we've used it on that's played our game and some things like that. We actually gave them real world actual data, and they were blown away. Most people forget how many people's actually downloaded and played our game. Now it's over 300,000 that I can verify on the back end, that has attached emails, has attached IP addresses, things like that, that we also are going to be pushing out in the realm here to make sure that you, the user, gets the money that you're supposed to. That cheaters, things like that, most definitely are not going to be coming in and sweeping up the pots and getting the daily earnings and things like that. We're also implementing
doing it manually. I mean, I had to expunge 750, people from that leaderboard the last tournament we had, dude. It took me days and hours, dude. It was no fun. That ain't happening again. We're doing that automated.
Yeah, 100%. The automation is something that's going to make everybody's life much easier. It's going to be a little bit of a transition getting kind of used to it, but I have very high amount of confidence in the devs that we have working on that. They have been in the space for a very long time. So I actually think that they're going to make it much better than we even asked them to, just because they're kind of overachievers, and that's just what they like to do. When they get bored, they kind of go over and beyond and kind of get up late in the morning. The gentleman texted me at 2 a.m. telling me a few things that he was doing while I was asleep. And mind you, one of them lives right here in Nashville, Tennessee, not too far from me, so he's on the same time zone. We're getting dedicated people that know what the hell they're doing, that's really trying to push out the vision and see what we can actually build for the next 100 years to come. I'm going to tell you, we've set this up as a real entity. We are setting up a real corporation that hosts that entity. We also have a real 501c that is attached to Thirsty Minds. Joe Mangs is our director of gaming. Unfortunately, he is teaching right now in the classroom in Tyler, Texas. So he was not able to make it here.
Ready Player Me
but that is something that we are also pushing out and continuing with our IRL events that we kind of spoke about just a couple minutes ago. So, again, anybody got any questions? I do not see any hands anywhere.
Well, there's a few in the chat. Oxide asked about if there's an ETA in the ambassador program. We're going to be launching that pretty quick. We just have to get the details done on that, and you'll see 8-bit. We've got a sign-up form and everything for that. Nice. And I see Slayer and Wolf's End. There's an OG right there, baby. Good old Slayer. Asking if he missed the first 45 minutes. Yes, if you see that Craig bot in there, he's recording. So, yes, we have the recording. You'll be able to listen to it again.
Appreciate it very much. I see the recording. Appreciate that.
Zoomy. Our boy Zoomy's coming up. This ought to be good. Zoomy's an OG, too. This man has got more ideas on how to fix this game and make it fun that, God, if we could institute even half of the things he wants, it's going to be amazing.
Then I want to get you a Delroy. And something else. Hang on 1 second. Carson is also helping, which you guys know him as Zomballs. He actually did not get paid, and a lot of other bad things actually happened to that guy, unfortunately, with the last team, like all of us, unfortunately. But he has a lot of inside ideas and things that really nobody else really knew, that he tested the game so much. So you will be seeing Zomballs, Carson. He is helping Delroy. He is helping the tech team just with ideas, things like that with updates. I would like to actually do that with anybody. We're going to be having a list go around, just as 8-bit said, just as Flo said. Anybody that wants to give feedback, we're 100% open. Whether you're giving us positive or you're grilling our ass, it doesn't matter. We just want feedback in a call. Go ahead.
On that note, Zoomy, what you got, buddy?
I'd be an AMA if I didn't come up here and ask something stupid.
This is true.
I've been preparing for this my whole life.
A lot of the questions that are circling around seem to revolve gold debugs, the stuff the investors are dealing with. I have played an exuberant amount of revitalized my view on like how the players really want to accomplish them.
Yeah, you're fading in and out, my friend. We didn't catch all that.
Top level, just to get Nebula, camo, etc. My question is, if you're not an investor, if you're a free-to-play player, is there a goal? Is there an achievement that you guys see as something that a free-to-player would want to grind 12 hours a day?
Reloading. It's something that we are working on. Critics, of course, would take time. They would get enough
or a battle pass. Where there may be ways to earn a battle pass to get you into tournaments.
Free, yeah, they get a free pass to a fucking $100,000 tournament. They get a free pass to fly out to a
Cover me.
Entertainment and a few other actual esports that we are going to also be bringing in the large event.
Well, mate, have fun, man. Good luck to your nephew.
Not confirmed, so don't go out here with your hair on fire. They're saying that you're trying to do something. I am trying to have a credit system to where it's built, not trial.
Can anyone cover me for a second?
I suck at this.
Now you are going to have to put in a minimum of like 40 hours before you really ever even going to open it. But then I want it in milestones. Yes, and I even have discussed to where that can track how good you are from headshots to all kinds of things to your merit in the game. will actually make you climb higher than, let's say, somebody that's playing free to play as well, but they aren't nowhere near the caliber that you are. But you both don't really have the money to jump in, so you're grinding, kicking ass. He's over there trying to
replenishing bullets.
That credit system is something that we are looking at, but it will be in 2025. It will be after the gold zero. Like Delroy said, there will be at least 19 things that are fixed way before that. There'll probably be about 50 things that are fixed, if not, maybe even 100. There's little things, little details to bring this game up to the next level that we're really going to do. After that, we're trying to take care of the VIP and the people that really took care of it. I know that unfortunately we were robbed by the We are trying our best to give all that we can back to the people that actually were stolen from. I was stolen from as well, but there are people out there that probably were stolen from more. That being said, we're fighting to bring that back first and foremost, so they see, so they know we have to
reloading.
The reason why I'm still here, the reason why Ken's still here, the reason why I built this. I don't really want to go over too much, but pushing towards that is a huge goal, but it's not like on the past list for the next, I'm going to say 6 months. Okay.
And that answers my question. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Anybody else got any questions? Throw a hand up. If not, we're getting the hell off here. I got to go eat something.
We can wrap it up by this. Somebody mentioned Keith Toronto. Yes, we are looking at that, Slayer. We're looking at doing something there.
We've been invited about that. People, of course, they're going to be helping us with some marketing and some other stuff. You're going to be seeing me come out on the podcast too pretty soon and some other things like that. They've invited me, and we have DC that invited us. They're not from Toronto. They're right over.
Cover me.
It's something you will probably catch us at all of the bigger events, possibly even some of the smaller ones. I'm not saying the whole team, but you'll probably see me, Ken, or Flu. You go find Flu at damn almost every single one, even the damn DJ ones, the shitcoin ones, and the fucking ones that you're gonna think that Helix a little bit shady that he's a just because that's Flu, he's been to space, he's been to D5. So he goes everywhere. He also goes to the local ones that's in Dallas and Fort Worth. He's out of Texas, and there's a lot of meetups and things like that.
We're definitely going to be attending and be out there. You know, we believe in business face to face. You know, I mean, it's great getting on Google Meets and seeing the camera and all that stuff. But we like to shake hands, man. You tell a lot about somebody when you're face to face with them in real life. I've been in business for 35 years. I'm not someone screen shaking. Believe me, it makes a big difference when you meet people in person. We
also have been burned extremely bad. And we also doing business with people in person that we know and can be held accountable at the highest degree, that we know exactly what's going on, and continue to work with people that are trying to be here for us. That being said,
brought Slayer up for some. He had a question or wanted to say hi. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up? Hope you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, good to see you guys back out doing an AMA, giving us the lowdown. And yeah, just want to say if you guys are, when you come to Toronto, hit me up because that's my stomping ground. So
count on it, brother. I owe you many beers.
Reloading.
Yeah.
I like beer.
Oh, dude, I know Toronto in and out. So you guys are here, hit me up. I'm down for sure. But other than that, yeah, just keep up the great work, and yeah, love hearing from you guys.
One other thing, I'm going to have Ken put out a poll, either Ken or 8-Bit. Do we want to continue doing AMAs in Discord, or do we want to make this spaces on X and start bringing in more people to the community?
Well, I can tell you, sir, I can do it all at the same time.
Schedule kind of thing. We can get updates, things like that.
Replenishing bullets.
More growth in the community. They can really going to help us as well with these other grants. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, if we can work up some more of these grants, I got to tell you that that's with or without investors. That's free money that we get to give to you, that we get to build the game out more with, that we get to build bigger partnerships with. It's up to over $8 billion. We don't have to pay much time.
Cover me.
All we got to do is build and actually show that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I guarantee you that will get done. And we're going to have some of the largest campaigns and some of the largest tournaments. I'm going to make people's heads explode. We're going to be on live television. They're going to be asking us why, and we're going to say why not. So, I want to put that out there, but we are going to set out a poll for if we want to continue doing it in the Discord, because the Discord is kind of limited, trying to get people in here as well. And also, as 8-Bit is building up the security and doing a revamp of the Discord, he's getting some mods and things like that. We've got Keyflow and Masha and a few others that's going to be hanging around as well that's been here since the beginning. Can't tell you how much we appreciate you. Appreciate the hell out of you.
Can anyone cover me for a sec?
But I do want to get out a poll to see if we want to move the spaces. And we can do like they did, record it and put it in the Discord, do all those things to make sure that everybody has access. Other than that, I have nothing else. Appreciate everybody. Y'all have a wonderful Friday.
Yep, if you have any further questions, be sure to just post them in the general chat. We'll be glad to answer other things after this is shut down. But we appreciate it, guys.
Have a wonderful day. Appreciate you all. Let everybody know.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I need someone's help. Just another Tuesday.
I failed with 10 seconds left. Alright, AMA. Sure, I liked it. Fine, they gave us a lot of information. Obviously, they're working. That's clear. So, good. I don't know what people are expecting, some grand gesture, or, you know, these guys just went through a whole hell of a lot, as everybody in that community. Fine, they gave us a lot of information. Obviously, they're working. It's clear. Hello. What up, bud? Yeah, what do you need? Sorry, my boss from work called me, asked me to do something completely ridiculous that I'm not going to do, so. I don't even know what that was about. Wanted me to call. Nothing. I don't even wrap my head around that nonsense. Alright, anyway, AMA. How do I feel about it? Yes, I like it. I wasn't expecting anything grand or super great. They just wanted to update us, let us know what was happening. And that's cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. As far as X or Discord, no need. Just do it all. Go X, Discord, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. Doesn't matter. Alright. Pretty fun. I'll be back online later just doing some fun stuff. Nothing important. I did want to listen to the AMA. See, we got the Gold Z-Bucks coming back soon. That's pretty cool. Can't wait. Make sure you join us on the Discord. We'll see you soon. I might be back a little later doing some Seed Board stuff. Who knows?